Hey folks, welcome back. We are now on round number 53, and yeah, let's see what we've got to do. This is like the first time in a few days really where I've had loads of time to actually kind of think about this game and play it, because I don't know, I'm really unsure of how this game is going to come across when I put it up online. Are people going to be interested in it? Are people going to find it boring? I mean, it's a slow game, right? I mean, it's a normal game of Shadow Empire. I think the fact that it's a multiplayer game, perhaps because I'm having to play it, one turn per day, basically. I mean, we've been playing this game for 2 months now. We're on round 53, and we've got what? I mean, probably another 100 turns left, unless something really happens. So I'm kind of interested to see what you guys think. Do you think this is interesting? Would you like to see another one of these, multiplayer Let's Play series, or is it absolute garbage and you don't want to ever see anything like this again on my channel because you just think it's really boring? Let me know. I'm genuinely interested to know what you think, because I've actually so just so that you understand where I'm at with it. You can kind of tell when I'm getting a bit kind of fed up of a game. I think I'm currently playing an Ice Planet game, and I've kind of struggled to get myself motivated for it. Although I'm not enjoying it, I am actually enjoying the game because it's so difficult with the settings that I put on. I found it's kind of, I don't know, it requires more thought, and then I'm sort of I don't know, I'm finding it a little bit more difficult to want to play. Whereas this, it's just great fun. I'm really enjoying it. It is slow paced, but I like these slow paced games. I like thinking about it and thinking about what I've got to do. So yeah, I mean, I'm enjoying it. Hopefully that's coming across in the series. And yeah, just let me know what you think about it in the comments. I'd really appreciate a little bit of feedback on that. Holy cow, what's going on with all this metal? Okay, we need more metal then. We've got plenty of credits. Let's have a look at the history first. Let me get back into my routine. So, we got attacked on the frontier here, but there's not really much going on. We did see, go back a few steps. This is on our sort of northwestern border, or the western border, I'd say. Just before that, the Cael was moving around. Okay, he's just taking some of these areas here. Diplomacy's going fine. There's nothing much to report in diplomacy. People have been a bit quiet because the reason why this is taking a little bit longer than normal is because Richard went on holiday for a week, and I actually went out and met him for a drink because he was holidaying quite near where I live. So I actually spent 3 days away as well. So we had to pause the game for just over a week while, because Richard was on holiday with his family. So yeah, that's one of the reasons why the game's taking a little bit longer. Alright, we're in this full-blown decade of corruption. In 6 turns, the effect of the decade of corruption will start diminishing. Yeah, we're getting quite corrupted characters here. Now, we failed the demand, unfortunately. That was meritocracy. Meritocracy is hard to get up. We've new development of an ATG. Let's have a look at that gun. We've also completed cluster bombs, which is great. And we've discovered advanced sensors, which I'd like to get next, I think. And we discovered a new tech, ice mining economization. And then we got some cards, including a zoo project card, which I really like. That zoo projects and commercial assets, just really good cards, man. Let's have a look at this AT gun that we got. Excuse me, for some reason I keep burping. Okay, this is way better. Look at this. Good weapon. Armor's still about the same, but yeah, we've increased the size of it. It's going to be more expensive. Yeah, it's using a lot more ammo, but I mean, look, when these things are in use, you're usually under attack, or you're on the attack and you're bringing them into position in order to defend locations that are going to come under fire by tanks, by walkers, other things that, ATG guns like fighting. So I'm not bothered about the amount of ammo, really, because honestly, these things either do their job or they get overrun. Okay, so this is a nice little gun, I think. What is our nation theme again? It does feel like it's been a while since I played this. With the Ring of Rust. Okay, what did I call some of my other troops? I haven't actually renamed anything. I do want to go through and rename some of them. Little Thunder. Okay, so I did rename some of them. Let's call this Holy Javelin. I just come up with something fairly random. And yeah, we're going to keep that as... Yeah, this one's kind of like obsolete now, I'd say, the PK. I think we should probably switch them out for the Holy Javelin. Because the operating cost isn't so little, and the design on this gun was not so good anyway. It didn't have a very... Where are we? 400 firepower, 700 firepower. Don't know how much difference the weapon design actually makes. Oh no, it's to the soft attack, isn't it? Not to the weapon power. My bad. So... Yeah, this is significantly better look. I mean, it's more than twice as effective, and it's also got much higher armor penetration because of the increased caliber. Yeah, let's keep with this gun, I think, and yeah, I'm pleased with that. That was a good roll. We've had a string of bit kind of crappy rolls, so I'm pleased with that. Okay, motion that our private assets reach at least 108 levels. Yes, we can do that. I don't mind buttering up those guys. Military Research Council research objectives. Okay, I think we probably... I would like to go for advanced sensors. However, I think Gauss small arms is going to be more important here. Gas-powered small arms is pretty useful. It does give you a slightly better gun. And you can carry more ammunition with them. But I think we need to move into Gauss. Cael's way ahead of us, man. And no doubt Hyde will be as well. Where are we going now, I wonder? Have a look at the model of bazooka that we had. Yeah, we can increase this. So RPG combat armor. That sounds good. Let me just make sure that was a... I should have looked before. Yeah, this isn't bad at all. Look, good structural design. Initial base stats were reasonable too. So yeah, let's go for those guys. I like RPGs. Isn't they useful? How useful they'll be in this game, I don't know. But they'll probably only take a turn or two to come out. So I don't think that it's going to be a big problem if we've, if I don't really need them. Black market discovered in Reichenau. Okay, so we could get 1,400 credits, a plunder, or we could take 100 credits per turn. I want to go for the turn, 100 credits per turn. This is going to give us meritocracy as well, which is also, as I said, quite difficult to naturally bring up and keep high. Position in Brighthorn. We're going to get unrest. Let me just have a look at Brighthorn. I've been a bit careless here, and I've allowed danger and fear and all this kind of stuff to go up. I've got a lot of unrest in this area here. Yeah, we've got a lot of unrest here too. I wonder if we've got some kind of active operations going on by our opponents. I don't want to increase unrest here. I might just have to though. Sabotage in Unicron, yeah, look, we got some real big problems here. I think what I need to do in Unicron and Brighthorn is probably because I'm having to keep a whole brigade here, look, to fight down the rebellions that are going on. This doesn't happen to me often. I'm actually quite excited because I was starting to think that like Shadow Empire was getting a bit too easy in the sense of me not just knowing the mechanics well enough that I think I've had a couple of bad rolls, I'll be honest, and I probably made some bad decisions as well. Yeah, look, work happiness is absolutely abysmal here. So now they are getting a decent salary. Yeah, they've got enough food. It's a regular. I think that's the problem. I think I made it a regular zone too early. That was that was my mistake here. I think what we've got to do is get some assets up. So no, we're not even getting enough workers here to really kind of. Maybe what I'm going to have to do is to station these guys here. This is the 3rd Machine Gun Infantry Brigade. If I station these guys here for the time being, just to fight down any rebellions, and we'll get Brighthorn up first, which will give us a nice, a decent. Look, this one is unincorporated. Yeah, I think part of the problem here is I tried to get money out of them too quick. It was a bad move. This will go away eventually, by the way, providing that we can keep down. Providing that we can keep down the unrest. Now, this guy isn't bad. Not bad. We could do with a really good governor in here, I think. If I could find a better governor, that would be really, really nice. I think what I'll do is let's temporarily attach the advisor to hit there. So, sorry, go back to reports, cabinet overview. Where's the advisor? Doug Matthews, I want you to detach you, and I want to attach you to, who is it? Unicron. 0 Wood. Where is Zero Wood? Here he is.
Yes, sir.
Now Zero Wood won't like this. You'll get pissed off quite quickly. But we need to do this. Okay. Investigate who's attacking who is the saboteur. This isn't looking very good, but we will raise meritocracy. Or we could give them an extra payment. I think giving them an extra payment here might be the way to go. Really.
Yes, sir. Roger that, sir.
Okay, I mean I can afford that. The ambassador from Carenfort Pax proposes we actually open embassies. Carenfort Pax is which one? What? No, that's Castello Republic. This is Carenfort Pax. Okay.
Roger that.
Do that. They didn't like that, but my cabinet didn't like it, but I want to do that. Bison Empire Dick found information. Let's just go with these guys. And Castello Republic. Just remind myself of what Castello Republic are doing. Okay, we've already got embassies and cultural exchange. Okay, they're just at peace with everyone else. Yeah, and I'm keeping the Rio Politicas in. I think if I try to, I don't know, like I could try to get some kind of non-aggression, friendship pact, I think it is. I don't know if I've already got that one. Let me just look at this again. I don't think it's a friendship pact. I think it's like a victory agreement, an alliance. What am I looking for? I'm looking for the stratagems. There we go. Sorry about that, folks. I'm kind of dithering. Let's just see what we can get with these guys. Okay, so we've got the friendship pact here. Let's get that with these guys. You first need to have a non-aggression pact. Okay, can we get a non-aggression pact with them? It's looking good. No, we failed. All right. Okay, we can't. If I can get a non-aggression pact with them, that would be good. Now these guys, I've got a military pact with them already. We've already got scientific cooperation with those. We trade. I think we got a trade agreement with Cael already. We can exchange ambassadors with him. I don't want to do that. Let's just leave the rest of that for the time being. Okay. Castello Republic.
Roger that.
Okay. Right, that's that done. Let's get the movement done and then we're done for the turn. So I'm going to bring these guys back down this way. We've got Greyshire. Now we wonder if we can get those in on our side. That is something that would be worth doing. Greyshire. And we want to unification.
Roger that.
Got it. Okay. All right, we got those in. That's good news. So they've actually become part of our nation now. Let's start moving some of these out. Okay, that's great news. We can start moving some troops up now to expand out a little bit and then get something on the border with, Tribe of Man. Okay. What have we got down here? Okay, it's just this pocket of wandering tribal types. So let's move these troops in. They'll probably attack us, I'd say. I don't know how much attack. I mean, whether it's going to be particularly effective attacking them. Ah, we do need to increase the size of this. Increase this road. So yeah, got to be a bit careful. Metal. We are in a bit of a problem with metal. I've got to remember that while I'm making my moves here. Let's try and pinch these guys in this direction. This should be okay. Yeah, unsurprisingly, the tanks are getting the lion's share of the kills there. Now, I think we get a free move this way. Yeah, we do. I'm going to attack him with these walkers, these GR grade walkers. Interesting that these ones don't seem to use lasers. These GR Gladius. Oh, they've got a quad Gauss machine gun. Okay. Still pretty nice. Okay, so we've dropped them into these two areas here now. I think what I'll do is... yeah, I might just attack straight in. And I might do it with the Gladius as well. In fact, instead with the Gladius. Let's see if we can get this guy in. Nope. Okay. He ran out of action points and had to retreat. Let's try with the tanks. Yeah, these guys are panicked already. Great job. Okay. Do we have enough action points left to finish them off? No, we don't. Alright. No problemo. What have we got in this direction? Not a lot going on. There's still a bit of... oh, okay. We need to move these guys back down. Look. I've lost that unit. I was stupid. I overextended them. We're going to have to declare war on these once more.
Yes, sir.
Come on, you can do it. Okay. There's too many of them. Alright. Because I'm building so much stuff, and that's why we've got this issue with the metal, I think I need to have a look. Yeah, we're building a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. So I might need to go find the things that are taking the most metal, which is likely to be probably command. What's that taking every turn? No, it's not. It's just too much stuff. I'm just building too much stuff. Maybe I just find the stuff that doesn't need to go up immediately. The alternative is I can just buy some, but the problem is I have got a nice little buffer of money at the moment. Oh, metal's expensive. Wow, it's really expensive. And the traders have got no credits. That's interesting. Nobody's buying anything. That's the problem we've got here, I'm afraid, folks. So let's buy just like... we need to get the economy stimulated. Let's just get as many metal as we can. I'm still low. Okay, what I'm going to have to do, folks, is I'm going to do it off camera because it's not going to be very exciting for you. I'm just going to have to go through everything that I'm building and then just drop... well, you can do it from this screen, look. And then just drop the construction time. And if I just do it for most stuff... actually, there's a fair few that have finished this turn, but for example, I want high command to go up kind of quick, but barracks I can hold a little bit of time, I think. Let's just put these on 50%, and that should be enough. Say, I was more bothered about... oh, there we go, one turn left. Now the industry might be... once this is done, then industry takes up a huge amount of metal. Yeah, it's 500 per turn, so once the industry's done, then I think that will do it. What I'll do is next turn I'll just drop those back. If I was a little bit more careful, I could probably carefully plan exactly what we need to, to take from it. But we do also need to start getting some energy by the looks of it. Now, I think I have the technology for volcanic. Where are we? Oh no. Oh, we're recruiting it now, volcanic energy tapping. I will need that soon. I think probably what I'll have to do first is maybe just get up some solar panels in high peak. They only take one turn. And And they don't take any metal. They take rares. Okay, right. Do you know what? I've just had a big brain moment. And what I mean by big brain moment is Ben's actually been being very, very thick for a long time. I was like, why would you bother with solar energy? Sorry, why would you bother with anything other than solar energy? And now I know. Now I understand it. You see, here, I think I know a lot about this game, but every now and again I realise I'm being stultifyingly stupid. This takes rare metals, not normal metals. That is what stops you from making solar panels. Okay, I understand it now. Because I was like, why on earth would you build anything other than these? Because they're just so effective. You know, and you can just spam them out. Well, now I know. Okay, let's have a look down here. Okay, there's not much going on down here. I feel a bit queasy not getting more troops up. So I think getting some more AT guns would be worthwhile now that I've got the decent ones. Yeah, the holy javelins. How much? Oh no, they're taking too much metal. I can't. I'll wait until next turn. I think what I'm going to have to do is I will have to temporarily put industrial development on hold. You see, here's the rub when you're playing a game like this. You know, when it comes to industrial development, you need to get it done as quickly as possible, because the earlier you get the economic development going, the faster your exponential curve will sort of increase, right? Or the faster you'll get an increase in the rate at which you're producing industry. However, doing so is a risk, because you end up neglecting things that you shouldn't be neglecting, and you really do not want to neglect things like defense in a multiplayer game. It's just suicide. It's such a bad idea. So here is part of the skill of these games. You've got to try to balance out the diplomacy with with your curve, your developmental curve. Now Cael is doing incredibly well. Hyde's like so Empire of Man keep messaging me saying, oh, he's running out of control, I know what he's trying to do. He's trying to get us to go to war, and no doubt he will be doing the same thing with Phoenix Legion, telling them, okay, look, he's running out of control, he's really big. If we actually go to the overview, let's go to the victory overview. Yeah, actually, he's winning at the moment, as far as victory points are concerned. But this doesn't take into account technological advancement. And when it comes to that, Phoenix Legion is way ahead. Now, he's got less planet than the rest of us. He's got more planet than me, but he's got less populace. I'm going to get more populace now. But yeah, Tribes of Man are technically winning. He's got a huge amount of planet. However, I suspect that the planet he's got is not quite so good. I think this is a relatively even game between the three of us, between Phoenix Legion, between Tribes of Man, and between Ring of Rust. Richard is small. He's struggling a bit. I think he's just a bit inexperienced with the game. So he's got to kind of increase his holdings a little bit. Honestly, the best thing he could do would be to go to war with one of these. And try and take some territory, but I don't know if he's going to manage it. Other than that, he's just going to have to wait until the war starts and then kind of jump in on either on me or on Cael. But I've got Iceron as well. Can I get those guys? Oh, I can also get Terciso. Yeah, this is Iceron, sorry. Okay, we've got those guys as well. All right, so we managed to get both of our remaining client states taken. Where is Iceron? Oh, there it is. Have we got a logistical connection? Not this turn, but we will do. Okay. Wow. But look, this is going to be way, 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 way out of our. Okay, we're going to have to get this back. So let's just drop that back to 0. Okay, and then we have got at least. Oh wow, it's not a very good one though, is it? Okay. Let's just cut these guys off to everything to pull. And then we need to, in fact, we're going to have to cut that one off to everything but pull as well. I think that's the place. Oops, that's not that one we want to do it on. Okay. We don't need to have these two in here. That's redundant. Yeah, this spaghetti road I need to sort out a little bit, I think. Let's get a truck station. Let's get a supply station here. Or we could go. Maybe get a truck station here. Because we've got to get trucks up here pretty urgently, otherwise we're just going to start starving. Should have thought about that before I actually got them on my side. Never mind. Let's move these guys. Like at least we've got some mountains to hold on this side here. This is a weak point. We've got this big prefix town as well. Look at that. How many are there? 41,000. That's great news. We did really well there. Fantastic stuff. Okay. Alright, I think we're about done here, folks. Sorry that that was a little bit of a slow turn. I kind of really wanted to think about it a little bit because the last couple of turns I've had to do very quickly. Anyway, we've made some good progress. We have incorporated a, you know, we've now finally got we've got Iceron and was it Riggins? I forget which one it was, or this one here. Anyway, we've got these two now under the fold of our empire. We can still expand this way a little bit. There is a bit of space, look. I'm not that bothered, actually. I've got a good base now. This is I'm in a very, very strong position. The only problem is, until Cael and Hyde, respectively, they take this area, they've got no border with one another. So if they decide that they need to go to war with someone, it's going to be me. Okay? That's a big problem. Now, I know that if I attack into this, one of them will attack me. Like if I was in the opposite position, let's say I was Cael, right, and my opponent here suddenly attacked these guys, I know that I'm on the clock. I've got to attack him fast, and if I don't, he's going to take all of this. All of a sudden, he's in a game and win situation because if this amount of territory here is probably close to the victory condition. I'd say. Then all he's got to do is declare war on someone with his new massive industrial base, and then yeah, it's an interesting strategic situation. So this is why, I mean, partly why I didn't attack this AI neighbor here. Because I just thought, if I do, I'm going to get attacked. And suing for peace with the AI is really hard in this game, or at least it was when, the times that I played it. I just can't seem to do it. Really hard. So, to bring up your relations after a war to be able to do it, it takes a lot of political points. So I think I'm better off just trying to get them on to keep them on this friendship status that we've got, and try and get these guys as well. Now that will then stop Tribe of Man expanding any further, and then we're forced into a situation where we've got to start thinking about who we're going to fight. And I think, look, this guy's technological advancements are such that, all other things being equal, he will reach the endgame techs, which are quite dangerous, like for example ICBMs. I've heard some people say that the game becomes kind of unplayable when they come out. I don't know if I agree with that. I haven't got the experience, to be honest, to be able to say whether that's true or not. But there are other people who I've spoken to on the subject who say no, Shadow Empire is actually quite balanced. It's unbalanced when you start saying, okay, we're not using this, we're not using this, we're not using this. So I think that when you start kind of banning out certain, you have house rules to remove certain mechanics, it actually makes the game less balanced, not more. It's just, I don't know. And so I don't want to claim any knowledge on this, but I am reluctant in a game this well designed to assume that I can second guess how a game is going to go to the point that I'm going to start banning things. I don't have the experience that some of the other players do who have started making house rules. So for example, some people don't, they ban the GR stuff, they say no, they have a house rule for no GR stuff, and they also have a house rule for no nuclear weapons. I don't like doing that. I just feel like it's stripping out half of the game. Like, you just got to learn how to play it. But maybe those guys, to give them credit, they've probably played many games and realised that once it gets to that point, maybe the game's not fun anymore. And who am I to say, what you can and cannot do? So, but I'm just speaking personally. Until I've seen evidence of a problem, I'm not going to believe it. I'm just going to assume that, you know, those people are just playing their own game and I want to play my own. So, what am I trying to say? I'm trying to say that once this guy's rushing towards nuclear weapons, I've got to take some of the advice, you know, seriously, in that it is a dangerous situation for him to have ICBMs because he can just start nuking my cities. I don't know if shield generators defend against nukes. Maybe I think they should do. I'm pretty sure they just work like advanced artillery, essentially, like, you know, super long range artillery. In which case, shield generators should work, but I don't know if the strength of shield generators is enough to defend against ICBMs. Answers in the comments. I'll catch you next time, guys. Take care.